Hi everyone, this is Boomer for Caravel Gaming and welcome back to the Magic 2014 Revenge campaign, and today we will be starting with the expansion of the Revenge campaign. And there we go, expansion Revenge, and we will be up against Elspeth first up. And at this point I'm decided I'm just going to take whatever deck I feel like rather than trying to show too many of them off now. And although I do want to show off the Lords of Darkness deck a little bit more, because when we did the Lord of Darkness deck first up, we didn't really... I'd have to say I didn't really do too much. I just played a turn 3 Blood Gift Demon and rode it all the way home. Now, I haven't changed the deck at all from its previous configuration, so I'm actually thinking this could be a really bad configuration. But this hand looks okay. We have Diabolic Edict for a removal spell. We have Screams from Within, which is another sort of pseudo removal spell. And we have Grave Pact on 3 and Promise of Power on 5. So I think this hand looks okay. See if Elspeth's got a drop turn 1. She does. It's a Crass Squire, which is a 1/1 exalted creature, which is a really nice target for our Screams from Within here. Elspeth's deck is based around Exalted for the most part, but when it's fully unlocked it can be kind of, it can be quite a powerhouse. As you can see, I have a Tendrils of Corruption here, so that's another removal spell. So this deck's just going to be based around getting as many of Elspeth's creatures off the board, because what Elspeth looks to do for the most part is just put as many big creatures on the board as possible. Okay, Exalted creature comes in, it gives itself +1/+1 when it attacks, so this is a good start for Elspeth overall. And we get our 4th land, which is great because that gives us access to Grave Pact, even though we've not got anything to go in with it so far. I'm going to make a swamp and I'm going to pass the turn. Diabolic Edict's an instant, so there's no point in playing it immediately. If Elspeth makes a creature on turn 3, which I imagine she will, it doesn't look like it anyway, certainly not an exalted creature. I would have been tempted to use the Diabolic Edict at that point, but at this point I'm just going to take 2. The damage that she's doing really isn't going to hurt me. Yeah, we'll just continue. I still don't see a need to use the Edict. Promise of Power. Screams from Within isn't always going to kill something, so in this occasion I am going to just use it to kill off the 1/1. The Screams would come back if there was another creature in play, but there isn't, so it just goes away. So as it is, it's a fairly inefficient removal spell, but really we're not too concerned about that. Just want to see what Elspeth manages to do on these turns. She makes a Rocks Charger, which is a 3/3 Trample Exalted for 4, which is a little bit better than your customary Hill Giant, but we've got plenty of ways of dealing with that. 5th land is a really good draw. I could Tendrils it, I could also cast Diabolic Edict. Again, both of those are instants, there's no need to do anything at sorcery speed. Let's see if I can get some kind of superior value for my cards. It doesn't look like it, so at this point I'm going to cast Tendrils of Corruption. She's going to kill off the 3/3 and put me back on 20 life. And she has absolutely nothing. Okay, well I draw another Diabolic Edict. Grave Pact isn't really where I want to be in this game. Because I'm on 20, I am just going to draw 5 cards and lose 5 life with the Promise of Power. Yeah, that's about as good as things get, really. And I have to discard 2 cards. One's going to be the Grave Pact because I'm not going to use it, and the other will be a Swamp. I feel in a very comfortable position at this point with all this removal in my hand. 6 mana Guy, Mirror Sigil Sergeant. For a 4/4 with Trample, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a blue opponent, you may put a token that's a copy of the Sergeant on the battlefield. Interesting. It's basically 6 mana for a 4/4 Trample, and I'm going to use one of these Diabolic Edicts to kill it. Oh, I see I still have Onyx Mage in my deck. That's a little bit embarrassing. Well, fine, let's make the Onyx Mage, just because there's no point not doing, because I can't cast Blood Gift Demon this turn anyway. And we'll just edict Elspeth, which gets rid of the 4/4, and we will pass the turn. Again, feeling incredibly ahead. And that is a Guilt Spire Avenger, which is a 2/2 for 3 with Exalted and tap, destroy target creature that dealt damage to you this turn. Fairly nice creature. But since that's the end of Elspeth's turn, I'll edict her again. That kills that off as well, leaving her with 2 cards in hand. 7 cards. Okay, I'll just cast Bloodgift Demon, which is pretty much my pretty much my ace in the hole in this deck. It's pretty awesome. And I will attack with my Onyx Mage. That's not going to do anything. Oh, it's not going to do anything you want it to do. Bant Charm, so it's going to put the Bloodgift Demon on the bottom of my deck. Okay, fair enough. I'll go up to 8 mana and I'll cast Rune-Scarred Demon while it's on the stack. It essentially casts Demonic Tutor when it comes into play. So let's see, what do I want with my 8 mana? I could get my Bloodgift Demon back for sure. What else could I get? Reaper from the Abyss is quite powerful. Mutilate. Some blood. Harvester of Souls is definitely a nice creature. Looks like I took all the cool stuff like Reaver Demon out of the deck. So let's see. Corrupt will deal 8, I think. I think I'll take the Corrupt. The main reason for that being that if I hit my opponent for 8 then Corrupt her, I can always... Sure, I'll attack with the 2/1. If Elspeth wishes to trade her 1/1 for it, that is absolutely fine, and she does. But Corrupt will give me the life to be able to cast Promise of Power in Twine next turn, which will pretty much end the game, I'm sure. Sublime Archangel, 4/3 flying exalted. All of the creatures you control have exalted. Powerful creature for sure, can deal a lot of damage very quickly. And that's Bloodgift Demon. Okay, well, I think the first thing we're going to do obviously is attack with our 6/6. And he's just going to take it. So I've got a choice here with many different things I can do. Sublime Archangel is essentially 5 power on attack, which isn't really going to upset me that much. She makes another exalted creature, it becomes 7 power. I think the best thing here, I can just use my Corrupt on the Archangel. I'm already way ahead on board with my 6/6 flyer, so I don't necessarily need to go to Elspeth's Dome with it. And she has a Kasali Pride Mage, which again, very efficient creature, but nothing, not really something you want to be casting turn 9. I'm just going to cast Bloodgift Demon. Let's fill the board with demons. And in with my 6/6 again, so she is just completely dead on board. Depending what she does this turn, I could make her draw a card with the Bloodgift Demon if she manages to get rid of one of them. Avon Squire, which is a 1/1 flyer with Exalted, by all means you may have that. She might just desperately attack with this Kasali Pride Mage, yeah. Trying to make me block with Bloodgift Demon, but that's not going to happen, so she can... She is unfortunately going to take her dues on this one. Yeah, I'll draw an extra card, why not? Okay, right. I think we just attack with both. Elspeth will block the 6/6 for sure. Yep, it's dead. and I'm on 18, so yeah, let's do it. Just entwine Promise of Power. Draw 5, lose 5, and put an 8/8 demon in place. Seems good to me. I have to discard a card. Mortician Beetle doesn't really seem very good at this point. As you can see, I had the Lords of Darkness deck set up in a not really in the way that I wanted it set up, but it's still a very, very powerful deck. Oh, Martial Coup. Put X 1/1 white creatures on the board, and if X is 5 or more, destroy other creatures. So Elspeth has managed to pull a Wrath of God off the top of her deck. Oh, that was quite impressive. Well, since we're here, Damnation. Kill off all her guys. And I still have this Blood Gift Demon. Can go for the embarrassing kill. Yeah, I drew 10 extra cards this game. There's not really much that a deck like, which is essentially a half-decent limited deck, is going to be able to hang with me. Yeah, you can draw a card and you can die. So that's Elspeth down, and the next deck we are going to go up against will be this, the Dodge and Burn deck. So I want to see, what deck do I want to take up against that? I think Masks of the Dimir might be a good deck to take up against that. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. It's fine. I'm basically putting the deck up against a... Sleep isn't very good because the deck only has a couple of creatures. Spinal Embrace, same thing. I think we're going to want to go with this deck's discard configuration against that deck. Lobotomy could definitely be useful. Let me just see. I need the discard config, so that means Ravenous Rats and Chittering Rats. Mind Rot as well. And what do we take out? Time Ebb isn't going to be much cop. Threads of Disloyalty won't be too much cop either, so we get rid of that. Hands of Binding, same thing. Last Gas. Well, he has Weed Dragonaut, so I want to keep those in. So I need to take out 2 cards. I think it's going to be the Evil... Actually, no, because, again, he has the big dude. I don't think Shadowborn Demon's going to be that hot, and I'll take out 1 Dismisser. Not looking so much to... We're not looking so much in this matchup to screw our opponent over with by putting all his creatures on. We're just looking to out-card advantage him. So, let's go back. Not extras at all, I've already done that. Single player, expansion campaign, expansion revenge. And we are taking on Dak Faden, or at least we will be doing next time. So I will see you then, guys.